Hey everyone, it's Peek. Welcome back to the channel today, and welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Playing ranked today, Greninja, the classic. Just kind of wanted to showcase another one of these games on the channel. I do love me some Greninja, as you guys know, and have been really enjoying the Water Shuriken patch with its damage being buffed, and just kind of being able to get those invincibility frame dodges with double team. So that's the build you'll be seeing me run. I am just using my classic items that I've been running recently, which is Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and Score Shield actually, instead of Focus Band. I switched over, I think, like you guys probably saw the video, maybe you didn't, but if you didn't, I did talk about kind of why I switched over to Score Shield and the reasoning behind that, especially for Greninja's super mobile character. Easily able to get in and out and stuff like that. So I think Score Shield really benefits from this character, especially if you're running Water Shuriken. Just the ability to kite enemies out and run away for free, basically, with Shuriken almost infinitely, because the cooldown's so low now, especially if you're resetting it off of ranged auto attacks. It's just so strong, man. It just feels really fun. It feels really good. It's a lot more engaging to the mind than Surf as well, and I just really like it. You can see I was trying to get really greedy with the Score Shield there. Obviously, it breaks after the first time and goes on cooldown for a brief amount of time after you use it initially. So, obviously, I knew I wasn't gonna get one there, but I was hoping that the Snorlax would just randomly give up attacking me. Because, sometimes that happens. We really wanted to get our 20 points off there, but it doesn't work. So, back in the jungle, it's really important, as I mentioned in pretty much all my videos when I'm jungling as Greninja or anyone else, that you hit these timers. This game really, at the end of the day, is really quite simple, not complex whatsoever. It's just about hitting these timers, getting the level advantage, making sure you're always available for your farm on your side of the map, as well as being mindful that the enemy team has very similar timers to you, especially after the first rotation. So, something you can also do at this stage of the game, if you see that initial Corphish or that initial Ludicolo buff, whatever your jungler took first, spawn on your side of the map, you can know and be pretty sure that the enemy jungler is going to be farming their side of the map, right? So you can either play aggressive in your lane, knowing that the jungler is probably not going to show up, or, something you're probably also going to want to think about is maybe going in with your team and invading, especially if, if you're with a coordinated group, if you're playing with a friend, you're playing with a few friends, you're playing with the 5-stack, you definitely want to keep that in mind as something you can do as an option. You see, we break the bottom goal here. As I mentioned in a video earlier this week, breaking the bottom goal is just so much better than breaking the top goal. Like, having the speed flux zone available to you in the bottom side of the map during the entirety of the match is so important, and removing that from the enemy puts them at such a huge disadvantage for rotating their entire team to Dreadnought. They just, it's a really good thing to have. So you see here, I'm kind of in a bit of a pickle. So I'm not really, I can't remember what I end up doing here. Yeah, okay, so as I mentioned, Water Shuriken just really lets you play so far up and lets you get out of these situations. I think I die here again, a heavy slam, of course. But, we almost made it out, essentially. So really important, my team is, they just died, but they're coming off respawn right now, and what do you know? We have the Flux Zone up in the bottom lane. We're able to get back there faster. Right now, I know that they're not, going super hard on it, because I see the Cinderace is top, as well as another member of their team, so really the move here is for me to get level 9, take these buffs, get them on that 1-minute respawn timer. Again, Bouffalant, Corphish, everything in the jungle respawns on a 1-minute timer, so really easy to remember. So the enemy team just kind of conceded a lot of space. I'm not really sure why, because the Snorlax really is probably the best Pokemon in the game for creating spacing, creating zoning for their team. So I'm not really sure why their Snorlax actually gave up that space. Of course, they were heavily outnumbered, but a Snorlax can still hold very aggressive positions against a team in a position like ours was. And you see there, I was just using Shuriken to zone off the Lucario so everyone could score. And again, we're breaking the bottom tier 2 goal, which is actually insane at this stage of the game. It's really infrequent that you'd see that happen. And knowing that this Rotom is pushing in and that we have a really big lead, at this point, I'm going to try and just take this Rotom out. I think I end up dying here. I can't recall for certain. No, I don't end up dying. Oh, but I think this thing ends up getting pushed in. No? Oh, no. So, Blastoise pushes it away. Hard to remember when you play so many games. But yeah, at this stage of the game, I'm almost level 11. It's only 5 minutes in the match, and there's no issue with me like stopping the Rotom from pushing in there because our jungle's still on respawn. Of course, I took it like just maybe like 40 seconds before. It should be coming off respawn really, really soon. And I'm going to get hit with the fat sleep combo. Did you know that Dream Eater sleep and Wigglytuff Sing sleep actually stacks? So I was probably going to be asleep there if I didn't die and get instantly bursted down by a Shadow Ball. I was probably going to be asleep there for, I think, like 5 or 6 seconds. So, yeah, that's a long nap in this game. So, Dream Eater plus Wigglytuff can honestly put a single enemy to sleep for a very, very long time. So, not a bad combo if you like Gengar. Dream Eater and Shadow Ball were both buffed in not the recent patch, which, of course, was mega lame because it was only Blissey buffs and nothing else, no other changes. But the patch before that, they actually buffed Dream Eater and Sludge Bomb. Actually, that might have been the first patch. I don't recall, actually. Sorry. This is just maybe questionable information. But, yeah. So, TLDR, it's really strong now, and it's a lot better than it used to be. And definitely can compete with Hex and Sludge Bomb. So, definitely keep that in mind if you're playing Gengar, if you haven't played it in a while. What I was really trying to do here is just threaten the score in the home goal, because I saw that 3 members of my team were at the bottom side here, right? So, like, the thing I don't want to do is lead enemy team members that are chasing me to my team that's at Dreadnought. So since I think it was Snorlax and the enemy Ninetales or something like that. No, it was the enemy Wigglytuff. They were both kind of following me, right? I'm just gonna instantly die here. Remember, this is so funny. I actually think I'm safe. I'm like checking to see where he showed up, but of course he has Unite move speed, so he can. If you didn't know, when you have your Unite move buff, you are immune to the slow of the Flux Zone, in the enemy team's like speed Flux Zone. So you don't get slowed down over there. So pretty good execution by the Gengar there. I'm not sure how much value they get out of it. Of course, the Wigglytuff does break our bottom goal with 40 points, so I think that's really all they get out of it. So not a huge deal, since Dreadnought doesn't really matter at this stage of the game anymore, because we're just about to enter the Zapdos phase. And it's going to despawn anyway if it pops up. So, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, for that last Dreadnought, that was kind of a while back, but really, like, something you're going to want to keep in mind is, like, if you have enemies chasing you, sometimes the move is, like, walk away from where your team is. In that instance, I think it was the move because my team was able to secure the Dreadnought, right? Without those 2 enemies, without Snorlax, without Wigglytuff running up and trying to steal the last hit. Of course, Heavy Slam is really good at that. Wigglytuff can put the team to sleep and also steal it with Double Slap or Dazzling Gleam. Very easy to do as Wigglytuff. So yeah, something you want to keep in mind is just like while you're playing, think about like, where do I need to be? Where does my team need to be? Of course, I'm gonna hit with the sleep there. Shadow Ball slow really makes it so much easier to hit Dream Eater because you're slowed by so much when you get hit by a Shadow Ball. So it's really, like I said, really a strong combo. Blastoise is gonna get a huge value Unite move here. I think the Gengar gets away. Yeah. But, oh no, he doesn't. So 22-second death timer on Gengar. I thankfully jumped to the bottom side. I didn't even have vision of the Lucario, so honestly, I couldn't even tell you why I jumped to the bottom side, but maybe I saw him earlier on the map, and I just missed that. But as you can see, Yawn, I'm put to sleep forever. Like, literally, this entire team is built around, the entire enemy team, I mean, is built around putting me to sleep for literally ever, and it is painful, let me tell you. It was painful to play against this team. Just like not being able to move half the time, because like with Dream Eater, Wigglytuff Sing, and Snorlax Yawn, I think there was a time where like one of my teammates in this game, or I guess it was me, when I got hit with a double combo of Wigglytuff Sing and Dream Eater, just like being asleep in this game feels so bad. It is tough, man. It is really difficult. So Wigglytuff obviously doing a great job of zoning off the enemy there. Like I was saying, sometimes what you want to do if you're a teammate is not run towards the objective, because had our Wigglytuff run towards the objective, we would have been able, or we, wouldn't have been so easily able to melt that Zapdos. And of course, I'm level 15 now, so my damage is crazy. So really, like, that's basically all we needed from the Wigglytuff there. Even though they're super low health, they maybe even die, right? But at the end of the day, we were able to secure the Zapdos because the Wigglytuff is zoning them out and threatening with rollout there in the choke point. They literally can't walk through there, because the second they walk through there, our Wigglytuff just uses rollout and their team is stunned and probably dead because we jump on them, right? So it's very good spacing, very good zoning by either a rollout or a Sing Wigglytuff. It really doesn't matter. That character is just so good for spacing and zoning for your team, especially in moments like that Like you should definitely like just rewatch that clip of kind of what happened in there, because it did happen really quickly, and I'll actually just like play it again after the video, just for you guys to see, because I think you guys see that this game is pretty much over, and we have definitely won the game. So let's just roll that back so you can see it, and just, you know, kind of see again what happened here. Obviously, like, we're taking the Zapdos. We have 2 dead on the enemy team, so the move is really just kind of like burst the Zapdos down as fast as possible, remove it from the map while we have the advantage, and especially while we know that nobody is up, that we don't have vision of on the map, that we, you know, are worried about stealing the last hit on it. So, you know, really good execution from the Wigglytuff there and zoning at the end. Obviously, great gameplay from my teammates in general. I think really good showcase of just kind of how, you know, you're moving around the map really matters. Like, if you think actively about what you're doing on the map at any given point of the game, like, you will be able to make these outplays, do these things that allow your team or yourself to take objectives, to take advantages and stuff like that in this game, and really just ultimately win. So that's what everyone wants, right? To win this game. That's why we're playing. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Go follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. We're almost to 1,000 followers, so poggers for that. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. You can always unsubscribe later if you lose interest in your boy, or you lose interest in Pokemon Unite. That's totally understandable. But if you do want to get these videos that happen daily in your kind of subscription inbox of YouTube when you open the app or the website, then consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me, of course. And join the Discord. Lots of awesome people in there, always chatting, and feel free to ask me questions in there. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.